Hello and welcome to episode number 6 of the Kickouts and Kick-Ons podcast. I'm joined on my right by Jack Eastoff, and well, we've sent Barbs to Melbourne.
Yeah, we've kicked him out.
Yeah, we said, well, we've upped the budget a bit.
Yeah.
And we went, look, we want to have someone at the game.
Yeah, correspondence.
Yeah, correct.
Boundary line reporter.
So Barbs will be there live watching his Hawks, and both games are in Melbourne. Is that right?
Yeah, so
Should be so to both. Surely it's
Oh, that's a weekend.
That would be a great weekend. 2 prelims, and then look, we can't confirm whether he'll be back if the Hawks make it to a granny,
And then we can't confirm after that if he would be back at all. The
If
lid
he'll ever come
might be
back.
off.
Yeah.
The lid might be off.
He might like Melbourne too
Yeah.
much. Stays over there. So we're 2-man weaving it tonight, which is fine.
Yep.
We haven't done an episode to 2 of us.
No.
I did one with Barbs a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
But this is our first duo.
You have to go somewhere soon. So it's
I
just
will.
me and
Yeah, I
Barbs.
will need to go away.
Yeah.
And then we'll have completed the cycle.
Yeah. The IT guy wasn't here in Bubs. He's the one that
Yeah.
sets all this stuff up. So
We're in a little bit of strife. So
we're a bit later to start recording than we wanted
we
because
spent a little bit of time prepping.
Yeah.
We've both got ample notes that we were able to still put together somehow.
Yeah.
So
hey, the notes is what we can bring ourselves, but the
Yeah.
IT.
we just need Barbs to do his thing. But
Yeah.
this week will be Barbs, and that's fine.
That's it.
So yeah, well, look, start us off. We'll go as per usual. We got some talking points. First one, I actually wanted to get your opinion. Have you been watching the
I saw him.
Athletics?
I haven't watched all of it, but I saw him. He was flying.
Unreal, isn't he?
Yeah, flying.
So he goes tonight again. Gout is who we're talking about.
Yep.
The World Athletic Championships are on at the moment, of course. And
What is he? 16? 17?
17, and he nearly ran a sub.
That's
10.
That's insane. Do you reckon? So I'm worried that he might have peaked now. Can you do that in athletics? Like, can you peak?
I don't know.
Or do you improve always as you get older?
Surely your peak at athletics is like early 20s, you reckon?
Yeah.
How old was Usain when he was like prime? I reckon he was older than that. actually.
Yeah, I reckon he would have been. Because
He might have
even
been like 27, 28.
yeah. Well, what was his peak? 2012, you reckon?
Yeah.
London 2012.
Yeah. 08, 2012 was
Yeah.
peak Bolt.
Yeah, that's a little road quiz of mine. A little road sparkle thing. I could probably go back and name the quizzes, all the Olympics.
It's not a bad shout, actually.
Yeah, that's a good one I'm going to do,
Yeah.
actually.
And have you watched the pole vault at all?
I saw, mate, he takes the piss. Have you seen what he does?
It's
He ups
so
his
funny
world record
by
by
a centimetre
each
every
time.
and he did it again.
That's actually, like, if you think about it, I used to do that in athletics as a kid.
Oh, it's smart.
Yeah,
Very smart. You
yeah,
know
yeah.
why he does it?
Why?
Because the World Athletics, or whatever the sporting body is, the organisation, they pay $100,000 to anyone who breaks the world record.
Really?
He's now broken it 14 times since
He's
2020.
got 1.4 from breaking his own record.
Yeah, it's unreal.
How is he the only one that can jump that high in pole vault? Like,
I don't know. They're calling him the GOAT. Like,
well, he's the GOAT. He's broken it
yeah,
4
well,
times.
yeah. Curtis Marshall, the Aussie, won bronze in that as well, just quietly. Well done.
Did we get a bronze in that? I need to.
He's WA.
I need
I actually wrote an article.
I need to
on it today.
follow that.
Yeah.
I just watched the running, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, it's the highlight,
And
isn't it?
is there swimming in? No, it's world athletics.
No swimming in
No
athletics.
swimming. Yeah, that's what Australia. Australia sucks if we don't have swimming.
Yeah. I think we've got. Well, Jess Hull was third as well. She won a bronze in the 1500.
Oh, nice.
Very good, Jess Hull.
Who's that runner for us? They got done.
Peter Bowl.
Peter Bowl. Is
Yeah.
he back running yet, or is he still fighting
He
legal
missed by 0.2 of a second.
to qual?
Yeah.
Oh,
He was third like the whole straight down to the finish, and then some guy picked him at the end by less
damn.
than half a second.
Needs to start doing more laps with Jeremy Shaw.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. So, the whole point is like, I was gonna say, it's such a good time for sport, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's on. The NBL kicks off tonight.
Yep.
Which is awesome. The NBA is only a month away.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
NFL, I'm not a big NFL man, but that's kicked off.
That's off.
The AFLW's in peak swing, and obviously we've got finals footy in the men's, so it's like
And the EPL's only 4 weeks in.
EPL, yeah.
Champions League started over the last couple of.
There you go.
I'm a big soccer man. So
I'm not at all, so you'll have to carry that
soccer
chat.
man. Yeah. No, I won't because my team is going to get relegated.
Who's your team?
My team's West Ham, and we are
Oh,
shocking.
see, I only know him from Ted Lasso.
Yeah, and they're disliked in that. They're not really well liked.
Yeah, that's true actually.
in London, but yeah, they're doing shit out. So I'm not.
Yeah, right. There you go. So you just put it away for the.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an equivalent for what they'd be from the West Coast in the AFL,
Yeah, right.
but I just can't think of one.
Not North.
No, because they were actually good a few years ago, and then
Oh yeah, we weren't that.
they were good a few years ago, and then they we wanted a new coach because we didn't like the way our coach played. It was just shit footy, but soccer, but we won. And then we got rid of him, and then since then we have been the worst club in England.
Yeah, right.
So yeah,
regret that.
yeah, absolutely, man. And then he's gone to another club and done well. Anyway,
Oh, there you go.
I might start my own little.
You might need to do it. Yeah, a West Ham.
A West Ham
Potty.
West Ham potty. Yeah, that's exactly right. Nah. So yeah, great time for sport.
Great time for sport. I'm all in on the Wildcats this year. I think they're going to win the championship.
Do you reckon we'll win it?
Yeah. No Bryce, no problem. Doesn't matter.
Okay, that's a big. We also got rid of Corey Webster.
Yeah, Ty
Webster. Sorry.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, a couple of outs, but the ins are unreal.
He wasn't a big.
Massive. He wasn't that much.
Yeah.
The AFLW still in full swing. The
Yep.
North girls continue their astonishing reign.
Grand final rematch, wasn't it?
Grand final rematch,
Yeah.
and they dominated.
Yeah.
Brisbane were never really in that game. Ash Riddell had 35. Jazz Garner came back early from that ankle injury and had 24 and 9 tackles. Just outrageous.
Can anyone will they be stopped at all?
I don't think so.
Like no one's actually going to beat them, are they?
I haven't checked, but that'd be what?
They're on 378%.
It'd be like 20 straight wins.
Yeah,
going
wow.
back to last year. Like, it's outrageous.
Yeah.
What they're doing.
Oh, they got a Carlton this week as well, who are third, but paid $13 a Carlton.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
Third versus first, $13. It's
Wow.
unreal. And West Coast girls nearly came back.
We actually can't beat them.
It's a derby curse.
We can't beat. I think that's 0-9 now. I think we're 0-9, and we're the better team. They just.
You know what's funny though? I got to that last quarter and I just went, well, they do it. That's
They've done
what
it.
they do.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They just come back and win.
You're just waiting for it to happen.
This week it wasn't the case.
Yeah.
But anyway, and the other bit of news, and you'll see it on the board over there, it's
Oh, yeah.
Waffle Grand Final.
That's it.
Which is unreal. Obviously, South Fremantle and East Perth in the league. Have you noticed that in the 3 comps, League 2s and the Colts, it's South Freo, East Perth and Claremont?
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
3 sides for 6.
Yep.
6
And then
teams.
Claremont lost the league.
Yeah, they
and
were
then
next in as well.
Yeah, and then South Freo lost
South
the
Freo
reses.
lost the 2s, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely a one-sided, like 2-3-sided comp.
Yeah.
But predictions?
I think it'd be cool to see an East Perth upset, but it's just South are going to win, aren't they?
Yeah, I think South are too good. Like
Dominant team all year.
I actually think them losing to us made them realise how good they need to be because no team's come close to them since we won.
Not even remote. In fact, they beat East Perth by 10 goals 2 weeks ago, like in the first final.
I was talking to Trey today actually because he comes to where I work and he reckons like they play again in they've versed them like 3 times or 4 times this year already. In the wet they dominate them.
Yeah.
But in the dry, he reckons we only just pipped them, and then the final, I think 2 finals ago, might have been the semi. I don't really know how the waffle final names work because there's like 5 weeks, but
yeah,
the week prior to the
Week
prelim, he reckons it like dried up towards the end of the day, and then East Perth got on top, and it's meant to be a belter of a
That's
day on
what
Sunday.
East Perth play that like chip mark.
Yeah.
Kick mark game. So yeah, and you're right. The weather is supposed to be fantastic on Sunday.
So
I actually wrote a nice preview about it on Perth's
check that out. What did you think? Like, who's your prediction for best on? Who South to win?
I'm going to go South to win.
Yep.
I might go rogue though and go Hamish Brayshaw.
Oh, okay. In a losing.
Simpson medal in a losing final.
So
I can see it being a really good game.
Yeah.
I can see East Perth really challenging him.
Yeah.
And that it happens. Jai Bolton won a Simpson medal in a losing grand final.
Yep, he did. My prediction South. They've got so many good players. Like the fact that like Florenka and Bletcherton and like these boys aren't getting like
it's like they take a backseat.
They're not getting mid clock. It's insane. I think my prediction is I reckon I tip. Matty Parker is in my head, but I'll go. I reckon Izzy Winder. Izzy Winder could have. Yeah, Izzy Winder 25 and 2 goals.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
Yeah,
I can see it happening. Parker was of course second in the Sandover on Monday night. Won by Charlie Constable. Christian Petrevski won the Dara Kerr. So
I think
that was a good night.
I think Petrescu was the most obvious thing anyone's seen.
Dominant season. Yeah,
Anyone,
she was always going to win that.
Yeah. And then Constable was up there, obviously, as a favourite. So
yeah, had a fantastic season. So bit of waffle news going on. Get down to the granny at Optus Stadium on Sunday. It's supposed to be brilliant weather and it'll be a good day.
Yeah.
Into the actual stuff, we've got a fair bit of news to cover. Have you followed the Nathan Buckley stuff?
I have.
What did you make of it?
A part of me thinks a part of me is kind of like, did he get rejected? And then he's saying this as like a cover up, but then, I don't know. But then Melbourne, I'm not sure. But I honestly think it was best for him until the Tasmania Stadium now is not getting built.
Yeah, well, yeah. He almost, the Tassie job would have been his.
Yeah.
And probably still is, should it happen.
I honestly think he made the right call. I think going to a club like Tasmania would be, that's better for him than going to Melbourne, because we'll probably touch base on it, the fact that they decided to go youth, like they've told Stephen May to look elsewhere.
Sounds like Petrarca's still a chance to go as well.
Yeah, and Oliver's probably, if anyone comes in for him, they're probably not going to say no.
Agree.
So, I don't know if Nathan Buckley really wants to go through the whole rebuild, you know what I mean? He's been there, done that. He's played in the grand final. He's coached in the grand final and played, but I think he wants to win flags, even though Tasmania will be, a rebuild, but...
Yeah, but you can start properly afresh there.
Yeah.
Melbourne, they don't really have youth coming through yet. It's going to be a painful process, and so I think going with not an unproven coach, well, he is, but a fresh coach in Stephen King as the hire is actually probably the right decision for them.
Yeah.
And I think you're right about Buck. So probably a win-win, to be honest.
Yeah, and apparently, they reckon King's going to be bringing a few boys across with him. They reckon Matty Scarlett might be coming and stuff, which would be interesting to see what they do. But mistake me if I'm wrong, but Stephen King went on and said we expect to play finals.
Yeah, well,
which is a strange thing to say, and now you're saying no. It's actually not a strange thing to say at all. If Melbourne go, we're pushing for it. But now they're telling Stephen May they're playing youth
buyers. But you're right. They've come out straight
who's
away.
Who's going to play instead of Stephen May?
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really have key backs.
You got Blake Howes, you've got Disco Turner, you've got all these boys, but they were playing already. So
that's right.
Who's going to come in for him is what I'm wondering.
They don't even have their first round pick.
No,
so it's you can't go out and draft at the top of the draft, and then even if you were Keys take a long time to develop. I don't know what is going on there, but Stephen King's pretty accomplished assistant. He was runner up in the West Coast job, so by all reports he's very, very good.
He's been coaching since 2010.
Yeah, so he's St Kilda assistant 2010, 2011, then went to the Dogs for 9 years, won a flag in 16, grand final in 21, then went to Gold Coast for 3 years, and he was a caretaker in 2023 for 7 games when Stewie Dew got the sack, and then went to Geelong last year. So he's been around, and then like I said, he's the runner-up in the West Coast job, so pretty highly regarded.
Yeah.
So I think he will be a good hire. And the last bit of news there, you touched on it, Mitch Cleary came out in the week and reported that they had an independent building panel, recommend that the stadium not be built in Tassie because it would be too big for the space. But it is just that, it's an independent panel. It's not binding. Yeah. So Jeremy Rockcliffe, the Premier, still gets not final say, but a big say in what will happen. And I get the feeling he won't want to be the Premier in charge of that team falling apart. Yeah. I think it'll still get done because it'd look like a disaster for everyone involved if it didn't.
I reckon I'm a firm believer of this gets done. The AFL's too big a company and too big an entity for this not to get done. Just one way or another, it'll happen.
And they've already gone through too many steps. They've hired people.
Yeah, there's people in a job already. Yeah.
You can't do all of this and then in 2 years go, hey, all that work you've done for the last 2 years doesn't matter because there's no team anymore.
Yeah,
it's just it'll happen.
And have you seen what they're doing with the Tasmania 2s?
Yeah, in the VFL.
In the VFL, the 2 tickets to make it. I might be on my first plane to
Tasmania
next year, mate.
It'll be a good shout. We got some trade stuff. So the Zach Merritt thing.
Yeah.
This just continues to escalate. They had a captain's event coming up next week with 4 captains. I think Tim Watson, Dyson Heppel, guys like that, and Zach Merritt was one of them that was supposed to appear. He's been pulled from that now. He is apparently still expected to attend the Brownlow because I think you have to.
Yeah.
But he's, by all reports, not going to be at the best and fairest, which he'll probably win.
Yep.
It's getting ugly. There was a whole thing about Essendon blamed him for taking too long in the rooms while the AFLW girls were trying to.
Yeah, that
train
was strange. And apparently there was a thing of like balls were getting booted when they were training.
there's
The
a whole
girls were
thing.
training. And then I saw on some rogue Essendon Reddit that like someone was talking about how they've been down to the twos like 5 times this year, like the Essendon VFL.
Yeah.
And they've seen everyone at
But
least
Zach
once
Merritt.
or twice, but Zach Merritt.
It's a weird it's a weird thing. I wonder if he obviously wants out. He desperately wants out.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he's been trying to put that in place for longer than people realise.
Oh, you reckon he's
when
playing like 4D chess, mate?
possibly doing some stuff throughout the year as
Yeah.
well to sort of plant the seed. I don't know. I hope he does get out. I
What-
can only assume he will. Like you
Yeah.
can't really hold him anymore.
What
He certainly
percentage are you
won't
confident that he'll get out? Is it like 100%? Like,
95.
Yeah.
I think it's untenable now. Like, you can't.
can you imagine
go
if he
back up
plays for
this.
Essendon next year?
Oh, it'd be so awkward.
Yeah.
So awkward.
He'll get booed and probably still win the B&F.
Yeah, 100%. You're spot on. He
Yeah.
will. Even like Mason Redmond came out and was like, "We don't want this. We're going to chat to him. Like this is bad for our footy club." And then it comes out that Redmond's management were floating trade ideas for himself earlier. Like
But I heard that Redmond might not have been clued up to that. It was his
Maybe
management
not, yeah.
seeking. But surely if
but
your
even that's
management,
poor management.
yeah, surely if your management seeking, like your management doesn't go and seek if you haven't told him to do that.
That's
you know what I
right,
mean?
yeah. Like his management would know that he's going to do interviews afterwards and speak about the situation.
Yeah.
If you floated him in trades, you surely
It's
tell
a
him, "Hey,
mess.
by the way, don't mention the merit thing because like this is going to come back to haunt you."
Yeah, it's a proper mess down at
It's a
Essendon.
massive mess, and we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty confident now that he'll be not just out, but it sounds like just Hawthorn.
Yeah.
He'll be a Hawk next year, which is interesting.
Which I actually don't think it could be a bad thing. I think Essendon could get a lot of picks.
I agree
Because the Hawthorn have got the 8th pick from Carlton at the
Yeah.
moment before everything gets pushed back. So they've got 5 and 6 already or something like that as well. So they could end up with
trade
like,
2 years down the line now.
They
you
could
can
end
trade
up
3
with-
first-round picks.
they could have what 4 in like the top 20 this year and like 2 next year in the first round if you know, things go well.
Well, I was going to say, like, if you're Hawthorn, I would do this in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I would still go and get Petrarca, throw whatever I need to get Petrarca, and then next year, from all reports, they're going to be right in the mix of the Zach Butters chase as a free agent.
Yeah.
Next year, your midfield could look like Petrarca, or let's say Butters, Merritt, Newcomb, and then Day and Petrarca floating between there
Well,
and half
Petrarca
forward.
would probably just set a full forward.
Yeah,
Like,
and just sit him inside 50.
Yeah.
Like, that's unreal star power, which is pretty crazy for them. So I'd just go ahead and do it.
yeah.
Jai Simpkin
I was going to ask you about that.
wants to be played as a pure midfielder, which I just don't think there's a spot at North for that.
Do you reckon he's good enough to play pure mid?
There'd be clubs that he would be. He'd walk into West Coast midfield.
Yeah.
He
Does he want to win or does he just want to play
I
midfield?
don't know. When the report came out, it was only about being played out of position. There was no mention of winning.
Yeah.
I actually think he's been a good leader at North. I think he still is a good leader at North, and I think that's a situation that's not untenable. He could absolutely come back.
Yeah.
I think
Where's
the
he from?
captaincy. He was a Vic boy.
Okay.
I think the captaincy, to be honest, was going to go Sheasel's way, if not this year, then next year
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that can transition pretty smoothly regardless. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'd be comfortable as a North fan moving him.
What would you be comfortable trading him for? Any pick.
Yeah.
Or you guys got enough picks?
We do have enough picks. Well, we don't actually, because we don't have a first round
No,
pick this year.
you've had
But we
enough
won't
picks in
get
the
that.
past. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I feel like maybe a first round pick and we give back like a second or a third or something like that. Like,
yeah.
but I don't know. But I'd be comfortable moving him because I feel like he has lost his spot there.
Yeah, I could see him in one of the South Australian teams.
Yeah, I could see.
I can see him
Yeah.
fully playing for Adelaide.
I
I
can
also
see
can
him in a lot of places.
Yeah.
He'd have to be the third banana in a midfield where, we've already got LDU, Wardlaw, Sheasel.
Yeah.
So
I think if he goes, he goes. If he comes back, it's no harm, no foul. Like, yeah.
agree. Jack Buller's going to be a pie.
Yep.
From all reports.
Yep.
Kalachi's going to be a crow.
Yep.
That one sounds locked in. And then I had May written down as well, which you already mentioned. He's been asked to look for options. That's one I would do if I was North, where you need a little stopgap
Western
key
Bulldogs?
back. Apparently not interested.
Why? They don't have. Oh.
They don't. They need it. Well, I think maybe they think they're in for Jordan Butts potentially.
I'd take May over Butts, would you not? If you're in the window,
They're definitely in the window.
would you not
They should
take the
be in
two-time All-Australian over Butts? Butts is a good player.
They look pretty done towards the end of the year, to be fair, Stephen May, but there's definitely still enough there, I think.
You're not going to give up a lot for him, but
No, that's right. That's right.
who,
It's a cheap option. I
what
think
other
it'd be worth it.
team? What other team could do with a key back?
That's a good question. Collingwood?
I was actually thinking Collingwood, but surely you can't go there after some of the rivalries.
That's a good point, actually.
Can you imagine him next to
Him
Brady?
and Maynard would get a fist fight on day
They
one.
would flog
He'd
each
put
other.
his shit down like next to his locker and he'd be like, hey mate, that's on my shit, and they just go at each other.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So that's the news.
Gold Coast maybe?
I like Gold Coast backline.
Just off Mac Andrews' performance on the weekend, which I wasn't too wrapped about, but young player. But yeah,
we'll get to that though.
Yeah, we will. Sorry, jumping the gun.
We'll get to that after the first game of the weekend, which was of course Adelaide and Hawthorn. We all sat up here and picked Hawthorn. You picked Adelaide to go out in straight sets pretty early in the final series.
I did.
And
Very proud of
they
that.
were the first team since 1983 to do so from first.
Yep.
Which is not a record that you want.
And they also didn't win a quarter all of the finals.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Josh Jenkins tweeted it during the week. They didn't win a quarter at all.
1.
0-8.
That's actually crazy.
0-8. And like,
crazy.
yeah, you think about it, they weren't ever in a good like the Collingwood game. Collingwood always had momentum.
Yeah.
And then Hawthorn game, Hawthorn were just better than them, which is the 0-8 in the finals. It's hard to judge their season now based on that. Like at the start of the year, if you had said Adelaide lose a semi-final at home, you go, oh, that's a very good season from where they've had the best home and away season, lost, and you're like, good season. But when you put it into context,
it really should have done better.
Yeah, it's hard to almost look at their season with positivity, even though you should.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're going to be better for it, I think. We spoke about it a couple of times. Like you need this loss.
Yeah.
But whether you need it this way, whether this is going to rattle them going forward, I don't know. I think like
as long as I don't do a camp.
Yeah, don't go back to the camp.
Don't do a better help. What's the camp called?
Don't do that, and don't come back with a power stance either.
No, yeah, that and don't go chase Bryce Gibbs either.
No, just do away with all those gimmicks.
What do you reckon it was? Do you reckon it was pressure? Do you reckon it was like the moment? Do you reckon coaching?
I just think.
Do you reckon their players just aren't good enough?
Yeah, I agree. Like that's exactly what I think. Like their midfield just could not stack up.
No.
In my opinion, you spoke about like your Sam Berrys and your Saligos. I like Saligo, but those guys aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Sam Berry might not ever be, that kind of player. And I think Dawson actually had quite an underwhelming final series.
Yeah.
I put it. They were down 7-0 centre clearances at quarter time. Hawthorn just killed them out of the midfield.
It wasn't even like it was Hawthorn, but it was Jai Newcomb. Like he dominated them.
Absolutely dominated them. So yeah, I think they need midfield help, which
Absolutely.
I think they're linked to Petrarca as well.
Yeah.
They should be chasing names like that because they're absolutely in the window.
Yeah.
But they just need something extra.
Yeah.
Hawthorn. Well, actually, before we get to Hawthorn, so Brodie Smith in the wake of that has retired today. Serious career. Tex, will he do the same?
I reckon he'll go again one more time.
One more.
Yeah, he'll go one more.
I reckon. Yeah, I think he will as well. But it sounded like he might not, based on what he was saying. But I heard that from him getting door stopped at the Adelaide gates.
Yeah.
After his exit meeting, which I hate. I hated the Ginnivan one earlier in the year. I hate when journalists go to these guys like right after they got the news, because did you see Lockie Murphy as well?
Yeah.
Walks out of there after he's just been delisted. He needs 10 minutes on his own.
Yeah.
He doesn't need reporters.
Do you see Big Strawny? Do you see Strawny?
I didn't see Strawny.
I might go fishing with Lockie now.
I actually did see that. Yeah.
he seemed pretty you could tell he was hurting, but he was just smiling through the whole thing.
Yeah.
He was a good laugh.
Murphy as well. He was like, well, people lose their jobs every day. Like,
yeah.
I'm
Do you reckon Murphy will get picked up again?
Nah, probably not.
He'll end up he'll win a Sandful BNF.
He will win a Sandful BNF.
Yeah.
He's probably from North Adelaide or something like that. He will.
Yeah.
But Hawthorn side, you spoke about it. Jai Newcomb, is he just a superstar now?
I think there's a stat going like he's the first person to ever be the best rated player in his first full final.
Yeah.
He's only played full finals.
Outrageous.
I think
he's been best on it.
You always have to put him in that. I don't want to, but you have almost.
I think it's the name. It doesn't feel like a star, but he's playing like it. Like, you can't argue with
it. Like it's Jai Newcomb. But if his name was, I don't know, like Marcus Bontempelli doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, you'd be like, this is unreal. Like, I had a thing here I wanted to go into. So I sort of thought about it because he was obviously mid-season draft pick. So I was like, why wasn't he rated this high?
Why wasn't he picked up?
I went back. So he was in Gippsland. That's where he's from.
Yeah.
16 years old, doesn't make the Gippsland Power Squad. 17 years old, doesn't make it. 18 years old, doesn't make it.
Wow.
So he's playing local footy out in Poowong, which is out in the country there. He finally makes it in 2020. COVID happens, doesn't play a game.
Stiff.
Then goes to Box Hill as a 19-year-old. Plays the first 5 games of the season. Averages 23, 6 marks, 7 tackles, kicks 2 goals. Pretty good. As a 19-year-old. And just quietly in the number 72. Very good number.
Yeah.
We love the number 72. And gets picked up as a 19-year-old after playing essentially no high-level footy for the longest or forever.
So he only played 6 VFL games or 5
VFL games.
Yeah.
That's all the high-level footy's played.
Yeah.
No Coach Talent League. Couldn't get a Gippsland Power Squad until he was 19 years old.
Yeah.
And then when he didn't play a game because of COVID. So he played no high-level footy. Goes to Box Hill, plays 5 games pretty well. Gets picked up, pick 2 mid-season draft. Plays again for Box Hill the week after and then debuts. And obviously we know breaks the all-time record for tackles on debut with 14. And then the next year, 2021, that year wins, or he's VFL Team of the Year off 6 games. Next year, AFL Coaches Association Best Young Player. 2023, he's 22 under 22 team. 2024, he wins the Best and Fairest. And now he's gone to another level. Like, this guy's rise is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's I don't know, top 20 AFL player, maybe top 30.
He'd have to be up there.
But he's definitely he's one of those people that stands up at the moment, right?
Yeah.
But far out, he dominated. Far out, yeah.
He was so good.
Do you reckon he's just one of those people that's like all these? They look for like the Gippsland Power. They look for something to like hold their hat on. Where he just go get the ball, son.
Yeah, gets it done.
Yeah,
I think you're right. He's not a boring player, but he kind of is.
No, he is. And I think that's why we don't want to put him in superstar because he doesn't think he hangs.
Yeah,
doesn't run in bounces or he bites kicks off, but he's
the best boring player in the league.
Yeah,
by a long way.
He's like that Liberatore mold.
Yes, he
doesn't get enough respect.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Actually, his liver just unheralded, gets the job done, and in 5 years' time we'll go, what a career John Newcomb's had. He's been unreal. Yeah. So just wanted to give a shout out to him because he's been unreal. And the other one I wanted to shout out was Sam Butler, who got back in the side in the elimination final and kicked 2 on the weekend. He was very good. And I went back. By the way, did you know he's Dan Butler's brother?
No, I didn't. I just read that. I did not know he was Dan Butler's brother.
I did not know he was Dan Butler's brother. So last year, playing the twos, he snapped his leg in half. It was really bad. He was saying, my toes were nearly touching my knee. Yeah, his leg was at right angles. It was right angles, he said. The doctors told him that his broken bones cut through his calf like a knife. Whoa. He had to learn to walk again. He's still got a titanium rod in his leg. This was fucked, this injury. Came back almost a year later to the day, this year, and kicked 4 in that first game, and then gets back in the elimination final, and he's now got every chance to be a premiership player in 2 weeks' time. It's an awesome story, and it's good to see him back and impacting for the AFL. And
a vital cog in there, mosquito fleet, high half forward. Yeah, he's a very important role in that player, that build. You can see why Sam Mitchell got him back in pretty quickly.
You can, yeah. He's got an exact role that he plays, and he's doing it really well. So good on him. I thought Ward, Sicily, Hardwick, Meek, Watson, all very good. Gunston, obviously. Again, what a season he's had. 70 goals?
70, yeah. He's never kicked more than 50. Yeah. And now he's got 70.
It's outrageous, what he's doing. So, Hawthorn, they just roll on, and we'll speak about them a bit more in our preview of this week, but they were just the better side.
Yeah, just better on the day. Yeah, you pretty much touched everything I was going to say. I just want to bring up Adelaide. The Adelaide Oval is not a fortress.
It's not worked very well.
It's I went back, so 2025 0-2, 2024 1-1, 2023 0-1, 2021 1-1, 2020 1-1, and so that was games won and lost. They're about 3 and 8.
Wow, that's
between Port and Adelaide. And some of the games I've lost have been big prelims by a lot of some of them being 70 pluses.
I remember Port lost one to Hawthorn. close one there.
Yeah, like it's just not. That was only back to 5 years ago, and we could have kept going.
Yeah.
Well,
no, that's great research.
Like it just, because you always hear like home ground advantage, and it's like, is Adelaide Oval that much of a home ground advantage?
So what do they change? They need to make it bigger, fit more people in.
I don't know. It means nothing. It's just one of those weird voodoo stats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a fair point.
It's like how we were talking about Collingwood Adelaide, and it was like Collingwood won the last 10 games against them. It's like it doesn't mean anything. Like
it's just
a weird. It's just coincidence.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Have you got a rating for Adelaide?
Yeah, I gave them a B.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was hard to judge because it was almost two patches.
Yeah.
Where it was like, they're doing something we didn't think they'd do, and then it was like, okay, now they're there, and now they've sort of failed from that point. So I thought it was a B. Like it is a successful season in a nutshell. They've gone from 13th to first. Semi-final and first. Like it is a successful season, but you did just want to see a finals win. I think a finals win would have given an A.
Yeah. So I've gone A, and now that I think about it, like, do we shift the goalposts as the season goes? So like, for example, with the GWS, for example, I tipped them to win the flag, and because of that, I gave them a D.
Yeah.
So at the start of the year, I predicted Adelaide. I think I predicted them to finish top 8, but not this.
Yeah.
So if you go start of the year to now, I give them an A. But the same way, like you break this season down into 2 parts. Home and away is like an A+++. They've done everything they should have.
Yeah.
Finals is an F. You can't not win a quarter.
Yeah.
You won the same amount of quarters in finals as West Coast, and
it's almost it is. It's an F in the finals and an A until that point. It's
so
strange.
What is that? Best home and away record in the history of the club. And I think another thing that gives them for me an A, and the reason why is like you can't learn until you're there. They've learnt that. Hopefully this is their learning year and they grow from it. But like we say with Freo, that's not always how it works. But
he's spot on. All right, the next game, Brisbane Gold Coast. What did you think?
I'll be honest, I muted it at half time.
Did you?
Yeah, I muted the game at half time. And it wasn't because it was... I still watched it. I was on the couch watching it. It just... The spark had gone out of the game.
Like, it had.
The first 5 minutes, there was so much like Gold Coast kicked 2.
They were up
and you thought, wow, they could do this. And then Brisbane just said, nah, like, we're flexing our muscles.
The experience came to the front.
And then it was just a dreary Saturday afternoon Q clash that was like, we know how this is going to end. You could have blown the siren at half of the second quarter, third quarter, and just been like, shake hand, gentleman's agreement. Like, I think there's a few things I want to touch on with Brisbane, but Gold Coast, like, they have got some superstars. I think they've also got some people that their list needs to get filled out.
Yep.
Love Sam Collins. Mac Andrew had a shocker.
He did, yeah.
Is he could be...
Even Sam Collins wasn't that impactful.
No.
He had a fantastic season, but on the weekend he was curved pretty well.
Kane Corns, I think, might have brought it up. He said, is he the worst tackler in the AFL? He gets slipped a lot. And I actually remember, I remember him like 3 times diving.
Is
and
he
just sliding down. And I'm not saying he's not a good player, but it was just interesting. I want to know what you think about Big O, because you've been calling his name for 10 weeks.
I don't think there was any better example of that working than how well Brisbane's forward line looked on the week. Like, that was night and day. From what has been to what was on the weekend. Yeah. That was so much better.
Yeah. I've actually got written here, it was like a small forward, like Loman, Rayner, Bailey, and Cameron looked the best they've had all season.
100%.
And Cameron, probably his best 0 goal game. He kicked 0 goals 3. Yeah, but he
was a live wire.
He was everywhere. Yeah. And it looked like he had confidence, because like we were talking about, he knows the ball's going to drop. We know we're kicking it long down the line to Big O.
Yeah. That's right. Big O wasn't dominant by any means, but he brought the ball to ground. Yeah. Didn't allow Andrew and Collins to take 20 combined intercept marks. It was just a simple game. Bring the ball to ground. He had a role. He did it well, and everyone around him benefited for it. Yeah. I completely agree. I thought they looked more comfortable. They looked more cohesive, and I think he should stay in the side because they just looked way better.
Absolutely. And with that, Ty Gallop, something there at the end of that fourth quarter, like, I actually didn't realise it was only his 4th game.
Yeah, barely.
So there's this, like, you pick him next week as well, and it's a 95,000 in front of the Black and White Army. He probably won't get a touch, but
But he can have a moment though.
But do you think he could have a Big O's brought the ball to ground 3 times, they've kicked a big goal and now someone just grabs Ty Gallop in the leading contest because people freak out.
Yeah,
Because it's like, we're not getting intercepts.
Yeah.
Goes back, kicks his goal, that's all you got to do.
Yeah, he's another beneficiary.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's going to be a Ty Gallop game, but there was something there. And it might have been the fact that Big O was in.
That goal he kicked was a nice mark. He had a moment.
Yeah,
I wonder if you can build on that and have some kind of impact this week.
We've spoken about Brisbane, we haven't even spoken about like the main guys.
I know, like Dunkley breaks the tackle record in finals. Like he was outrageous. We spoke about guys that needed to step up.
Yeah.
Nearly out.
Yeah.
He just put him on his back.
He could be the most underrated player in the comp. The fact he hasn't got a blazer.
He's also in that Newcomb liver mould.
Yeah.
Like he's so unheralded.
Absolutely.
But he's a 2-time premiership player. He could be a 3-time after this year. Like he's an unbelievable player.
And does the dirty work, and like he's just strong. His kicking style's weird, but it's just he's an amazing player, and you can tell everyone loves him. Like
100%.
Did you see Fletcher's interview? His face lit up when they mentioned Dunkley.
Oh, sorry, I did.
Yeah, post game, mate. I've never seen someone have a bigger smile. Like his face was he loved Josh Dunkley, and you can tell his love down there.
Fags was all about him as well.
Yeah.
Like they just they love him, and like you said about dirty work, they'll throw him a tagging job.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yep, sure."
Yeah.
There's not many, and he is a star.
Yeah.
There's not many other stars in the comp that would sacrifice their own game to do a tagging job.
Yeah.
Like he's done a couple of roles throughout the year. He's played off half forward. He's played on a wing, but when he's inside, he's at his best, and he's just an unbelievable player. Will Ashcroft was just as good, really.
Yeah.
Very, very talented.
Yeah.
So that midfield's still working really well.
And something I wanted to bring up was why teams don't get beaten by what you know.
Yes.
Why teams don't tag, and I get it's structure and this and that. We saw Brisbane look shocking last week because Geelong just stood next to Ashcroft stood next to McCluggage, but Ashcroft was getting bumped. McCluggage and the two Ashcrofts combined 23 clearances. That's the game won. Just
literally.
Get someone to stand next. It doesn't have to be a hard tag. Just stand next to them, and that frustrated me. Why teams don't go, this is what Geelong did, and Brisbane looked shit. Yeah. And now we're gonna not do that.
Couldn't agree more.
And when the game, when Brisbane starts to get on top, the game plan's not working. Emergency button. Let's send Took Miller next to someone. 100%. Because the Ashcrofts looked like they were just unstoppable.
Yeah, they took the piss. Yeah, really, didn't they? Did you give Gold Coast a grade?
I did. I gave them a B+.
Yeah, I gave them an A.
Yeah.
So, same. First final series, they won a finals game. It is a successful season. Yeah. And they'll be better for it going forward. Yeah. And they'll continue to develop. But
the only thing that knocked me down from an A to a B+, was how their season was in doubt in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. I think they had too good a list and too easy a draw for them to be there's a chance they miss. They should have been top 4. Oh, unlucky, might have just slipped down to 5th or 6th. Not there's a chance if Essendon's VFL team win, they don't make it. Yeah, that's what brought me down, but that's just been harsh.
No, that's fair.
Also, sorry, I just saw this bottom of my nose. Did you see Took Miller at the last 5 touches he had? No. Handballed at 30 metres to no one.
Oh,
he just kept handballing it forward, and I'm like, they're on. And
really panicked.
There was just no one there. He did it 3 or 4 times.
One of them led to a goal.
Yeah, and it's Took Miller's. Was he panicking? Or was it
I don't know.
Did they scout if we give a handball forward? They must have watched they're weak at the front of the stoppage or something. But it was just I noticed it 3 or 4 times. I was like, what are you doing, mate? He could have taken ground.
Yeah, it was really odd.
Yeah,
it was odd. I wasn't sure what he was doing. Yeah, no, you're right. Strange one. All right, well, that takes us to this week. So we're going to do our round preview, and it kicks off on Friday night at the G. Yep. Which is not where it should be played because Geelong are the home teams.
But I'm so happy it's at the G, mate.
But I agree.
2 nights. You're going to get
95.
180,000 across 2 nights.
It's going to be
insane.
Unbelievable.
We grew up watching these rivalries. We grew up this was the rivalry.
Geelong, I actually, I kind of feel like we could get 2 of the best games ever. It's set up to be that. Yeah, these are going to be thrillers.
I know the AFL are all about equalisation and you want any team to win any given week. But if you asked Andrew Dillon at the start of the year, you're getting Geelong and Hawthorn on a Friday night and Collingwood Brisbane on a Saturday night, both at the G.
Yeah, he would have licked his lips.
Oh my! And Hawthorn come from 8th and it's it's such a we could hopefully one of these is a classic.
I think we're gonna get a classic. I think we are.
I'm talking Kennett's Curse,
Yeah.
Hawkins after the siren. Yeah.
It's gonna be those areas. I think they already played once this year, and it was a
And
thriller.
it was, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was an unbelievable game. So it's all set up. I think. The last time they played, Hawthorn's best were Newcomb, Amon, guys like that. Bailey Smith, Atkins, Manor were the best for Geelong. So it's the regular names.
Yeah.
And they're big names going against each
Newcomb
other.
versus Atkins is going to be something that I can't like.
Yeah.
We talk about like the running, like Smith and Holmes, like the running players, but Newcomb versus Atkins is just going to be two balls locking horns.
Because hard nuts.
Because I think they'll send, like, they'll tag. I don't know if Mullen will go next to him.
Well, I don't. Yeah, he's not really the kind of player Mullen can tag.
No, like Atkins is built to tackle, like to stand
correct,
next to him. Right?
Yeah, he's Mullen's better off going with a runner.
Yeah.
Almost.
But who is their runner? But all their runners are like half backers, right?
Yeah, I don't know if there is a role for him
or like
tagging this week.
Does he stand next to like a Dilmore who can get up high and rip back?
What we should do is, because we do have the teams out live actually,
Yeah.
let's check whether they made any changes.
I
think even if there
was
a
an
role
injured
for
cloud
him-
over Hawks, I remember that, but I don't think they're making any changes.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. No changes tonight. The only change in the other game is Howe in for Parker.
Oh, stiff.
So it's essentially,
You called that a couple of weeks ago. You said he played well, but he's going to get dropped.
Oh
so.
yeah, poor bloke.
Yeah.
Mullen will play, and I don't know whether there's a role for him, but they could send him to a Smith or a Holmes, but I don't know.
Or like
I could send him to a Smith or a Holmes.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. They could even send him to like a Massimo or something on the wing. Because like Mullen's game isn't like, if you don't tag with Mullen, it's not like we're going to get a lot from Mullen. You might as well send him to anyone.
Yeah.
Like if you cut D'Ambrosio's touches from 16 down to 10, that might win you the game.
At least impacted the game somewhat.
It's interesting. They might start him as the sub maybe if there's no one to tag.
Could see that as well. Yeah.
Like I wonder if you go back. I wish you could like check when they played before about like who did he stand next to. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it would have been handy. Well, it clearly wasn't Newcomb because he was outstanding.
Best on.
Amon was in their best as well.
Yeah.
So not sure, but it is interesting. We're going to go line by line and just sort of pit them against each other and
I
see.
don't think he played.
Well, that would make even more sense.
He didn't play, no. Closey was the sub, and Mitch Nevitt was getting games.
Just re-signed today.
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah, line by line.
So start with the Geelong forward line.
Yep.
I think they'll go Barras to Jez and Battle to Neil.
Ooh, you reckon?
What do you think?
I reckon Barras can't keep up with Jeremy Cameron.
You reckon?
Yeah. What I think they'll do, and I don't know if this is possible, but when Jeremy Cameron's deep, Barras will play on him. But because you know he gets at the
so
ground.
high up the ground.
They might send like a Scrimshaw or a Battle up with him.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because
Yeah.
it's a bit of a Ryan Lester mold.
Even Sicily could do that.
Yeah,
Could go with him.
Yeah.
I sort of thought they might go Sicily on Danger because I just think that's going to be an awesome
That would be
matchup.
sick.
Sicily and Danger
Yeah.
is just huge.
Or like would you reckon Hardwick?
I originally had Hardwick going to
on him?
Danger.
But Danger's a good overhead mark.
He is,
So maybe they want Sicily on
I
him.
think Sicily can match
Yeah.
in there. And Hardwick's good on the smalls as well, so he can go to a Stengel or a Manor or a Close. I actually had Impey going with Manor because Manor's such a runner, and Impey plays that up the ground as well. But I think this particular part of the ground is going to be a fascinating battle. I don't know who's got the advantage here.
I think I'm going to tip at Geelong like 55-45 because they have like Barras could get exposed with Jeremy Cameron's speed. He'd probably go stand next to Neil.
Yeah.
But then does that make like a Sicily have to man up, or does that make a
because
Scrimshaw
Sicily wants to be that.
he wants to be the
man.
third? So I think the fact that Geelong have Dangerfield and Cameron just tip it their way a little bit because that can throw things off. But it's fascinating.
It is.
you
I
flip
like
a
the
coin.
idea of Hardwick going to Danger and Sicily playing on a small, so that he's then able to come across and intercept. But
Geelong use their smalls so like the small
do,
forward on each line is like
it's crazy.
Yeah, the small forwards on both teams are so utilised. Like they put eyes down so much.
Might be the two best in the league, maybe Brisbane. Like it's very, very good. So
you can't put a Sicily on like a Close because they would just
because if
kick it
Sicily
close
goes
3
in
times.
the air and doesn't mark it, it's coming to the ground. They're kicking a goal.
And that the Geelong team are too smart just to bomb it in. Like they'll Sicily's standing off Manor. Where's Manor? There he is.
Like Brian Myers going inside 50 will hit anyone anywhere.
Those
It doesn't
little-
matter. Like you can't set up for a long ball because
Yeah.
if it's coming
just
in,
pokes it, like he
Yeah.
just drops on it. He just hits his foot and just bounces
doesn't matter
up.
the angle he's at.
No,
Doesn't matter which way he's
yeah.
facing. He will find a player inside
Yeah.
50. So you're right. I'm going to go Hawthorn. Same you said, 55-45. Like just Hawthorn the
Yeah.
advantage. But I can see this being an absolute 50-50.
Yep.
The midfield, we spoke about it a little bit there with the whether Mullen does a job or not. But Smith, Holmes, Atkins, Mullen versus Newcomb, Ward, Warple and Nash. I think Geelong have the slight star advantage for sure. But if Mullen can do a job on Jai, I still don't know that he can, but if he can nullify him a little bit, or if Atkins can go to Newcomb and nullify him a little bit, then I think Geelong have the slight midfield advantage.
Yep.
But by all means, if Newcomb gets off the hook like he has in every finals game he's ever played, then he could tear it apart as well.
Yeah, I think I might be a little bit ignorant here, and I might be just looking at names, but I don't see Hawthorn's midfield. And also, like, how many times can Jai Newcomb just rip a game apart himself?
Yeah.
Talk about not losing to what you know.
Yeah.
That won't happen against Geelong, I don't think. And he could just prove us wrong and turn into prime Judd
He
again.
certainly could, but yeah, you're not wrong. And Warple, Newcomb and Nash are very much the same kind of player. They're not quick, whereas Smith, Holmes, those guys are.
Get out,
and against Adelaide, that wasn't exposed as much because Berry and Taligo and those guys aren't dominant. Yeah. But Smith and Holmes are that. And so if they get off the leash, then those guys that are bigger bodied, slow midfielders probably can't go with them.
Do you chuck a Weddle in there then, who's got a bit of speed?
You might need to find someone with some X factor, even a Massimo, find some pace, find something. Even put a Ginnivan in there, put a Watson in there, just get something explosive in the midfield.
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting about the midfield? I was hearing Brenton Sanderson speak about it this morning actually. He mentioned both these teams are not the best at clearance numbers, but Hawthorn have one of the best teams at scoring from clearance, and especially centre bounces. Yeah. So it's like they don't win too many clearances. When they do, they capitalise on them. So I think they're probably just going to go with that again. It's like we're just going to scrap and scrap and scrap. The one where we get a clean one, we're just going to rip forward.
Yep. I think that's why it could be such a good game.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be such a scrap.
Yeah.
I think these guys are going to hit each other harder than anyone ever has. They're going to go at each other. And I think it's been awesome.
But I'm tipping, I'm going Geelong midfield. I like Geelong's engine room, just from the names and the speed itself. Yeah. And the fact that you can put Danger in there for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
is just
so many options.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm going Geelong here. I probably don't need to touch too much on the ruck battle, but I think Meek certainly has the advantage. Yeah. Who does he go against? Is it Blitzar, Stanley, DeConing, Neil? Who's going to do it?
Well, does that almost put Geelong's advantage? Because the way they use...
you could...
They three-way change it. Yeah. And they go ruck to centre half back, which is the most interesting thing ever. Centre half back to the bench.
Switch, and then Blitzars can go forward for a second. Neil goes in. It is interesting how they do it. Stanley, obviously, we check the teams, not back in. Yeah. But you're right, that three-way. Geelong have never really cared too much about ruck numbers. I think they'll just let me kind of just win the hit-outs and just shark off. Yeah. So we'll give the slight advantage to me, but I don't know that it's going to make... And Chol's not a bad second ruck either. So. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. Speaking of Chol, we got Hawthorn's forward line. Yep. I had them going Henry to Gunston, Connor O'Sullivan to Chol for the athleticism, and Guthrie to Weddle for the three tools, and then Blitzards to Lewis when he's down there, and DeConing when he's not. And Stewart just to roam? And Stewart I had going to McDonald, playing on the same like Sicily, play on the small, and then go up and intercept and back himself in. Like you said, if it comes to ground level, the Hawthorn smalls are going to have a field day, but Tom Stewart's going to back himself in 9 times out of 10 to take a mark. 10 times out of 10, he does not care. Yeah, he'll just fly. So I don't know if you disagreed with any of those matchups or. No, I actually like them. I like the Henry on Gunston. Mm-hmm. I think Henry, because the one thing Geelong have got to do is just know that Hawthorn go eyes down. Like they always hit the leading target. They're not a big bomb in, especially with Mitch Lewis struggling. Gunston's game. Lead up. Yeah. So I think someone like a Henry who can just stick to that one task and is sneakily athletic as well. Yeah. I like that. And then O'Connor on Ginnivan and the Humphreys on a Watson, they've got people to match up. With them. I think. Agree. I actually like that, and I do like Geelong's backline here. Yeah, O'Connor did that role on Rayner when they played a couple of weeks ago. And obviously, Rayner kicked the 2 from the free kicks, but besides that, he did a pretty good job. Wasn't unsounded, whether he goes to Ginnivan or Watson, because he's more of a shutdown, whereas Lawson's obviously the running carry.
And I like who did you have Guthrie on? Weddle. I like that as well.
Yeah. I think that can be.
Guthrie is a freak as well.
He's so good. Yeah. All three of those, Guthrie, Henry, so underrated for a long time. I know Sullivan's going to become that. I think like very, very talented.
Well, I just remembered a name. We talked about the midfield. Ollie Dempsey.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who
plays both as a fullback and a full forward.
Yeah. He runs the whole ground. Yeah. He will pop up, in the goal square and take a pack mark, and he'll be opposed to probably an Amon or who's on the other wing for Hawthorn. Massimo half-back, but he could be there.
Yeah, they throw a couple on that wing a little bit, but
it's certainly an area where he could
potentially. But Ollie Dempsey doesn't man up anyone. He just owns that one and up and down. Like he just owns that. Like that's his side. Anyone who's there, he'll be with. But going back to the back line for Geelong, I like their back line more. Does a Mitch Lewis get off the chain? Like he's had a shocking few weeks. They need
Wano, because where's Deer at? So he obviously wasn't named this week. But if he gets up for a string for a grand final next week, you almost bring him back.
Well,
Lewis,
if he looks like anything he did last week, you can't play him again. He looked so shocking.
Yeah, he's going to want to fire a shot.
He was like panicking, like handball panics, and
I don't know that this is the back line he can fire a shot against those. No. Geelong's tall defenders are really, really strong. So
I think it's going to be hard for Hawthorn. They have to all Hawthorn have to do is kick accurately. They're probably going to have 13 shots a goal. They need to kick 9 goals 4, and just put the pressure on Geelong to kick a score against us as well. So.
Look, it's pretty evenly matched. I think it's got the potential to be game of the year. Possibly game of the century. I think it could go either way. I'm going to go Geelong. It just feels slightly safer. But I think it's a genuine 50-50. But I'm going to go Geelong.
Geelong is head, but a part of me is like, this is the season of randomness. This is the season of an 8th team. Do you remember when that 8th team of the ladder made the grand final? And Hawks have showed that they're one of the best teams in the comp.
I don't think that was an accurate sort of representation of where they were.
They've lost 3 times since round 12, which how many games of footy's that? They're probably 3 and 10.
Yeah, and so most of that's without arguably their best player in the day.
So I think, if I want to say Hawks to keep the fairy tale alive, or is this where the train runs out of coal and they just come to a halt? I think it's probably that. So I'm going to say Geelong. But Hawthorn for Bubs.
We hope he has a good time.
I think Bubs is going to tip Hawthorn, so we'll go.
He will certainly tip Hawthorn. Which takes us to Saturday night, and just as good a game really. Brisbane and Collingwood. Collingwood obviously coming off the week off. I think that helps with an ageing list. Brisbane have had to fight and scrap to get here. But in that same sense, sometimes the worst thing for you is a week off. I don't know whether you think that's going to benefit or hinder Collingwood.
I actually think it's going to. I think Hawthorn. I think Brisbane playing last week and having probably the worst injury list in the final 4 helps them. They're a back against the wall team. But the Brisbane Lions, I know it's always like they're just a scrappy back against the wall. Write them off. And keep writing them off. They're just going to keep proving you wrong. So I think the week off helps Collingwood absolutely more than anyone. But for some reason, I just think Brisbane are they play better. It's like their whole team is Josh Dunkley's aura. They play better, just sore and bad.
I tend to agree. I think like the last time these guys played, it was Logan Morris got off the chain down back. Which I suppose transitioned straight into the first sort of matchup. Against each other. But is there a chance he does that again, or is Moore going to step up? Like Moore as a skipper, I think has to play well, obviously, but I just don't know where.
Well, this all happened through the Collingwood. Really, like the Collingwood, what was it, month where they were just shocking. Like the month where they were just could not do anything right at all. Like that was that period of time.
You could argue the last win that got them here is the only win.
They've
the only good performance they've had in a long time.
Which makes it hard to predict, because I said, which team we're going to get with Collingwood? Are we going to get the team we saw against Adelaide, or are we going to get the team that we saw for the 5 weeks prior to that, where you thought they can't win a flag, like they can't win one?
They were so far off it, so far off it, and they just had that one good game. Is that are they back to the Collingwood we know?
Or is
that just a cork in the ocean. Like,
But it's interesting. Both clubs have. Well, should we move into the line versus line?
Yeah, let's do it.
I was going to touch on the forwards, but we'll go line versus line. So, what have you got? Collingwood's backs versus Brisbane's forwards first.
yeah, so we start in Brisbane's forward line. So that Logan Morris and Moore matchup is going to be pivotal. He will go to him for sure.
Yeah.
I think Frampton will go to Big O, and Maynard probably to Rayner.
Yeah, he likes
Which, by the way,
he likes getting under his skin.
would
Yeah,
be
that's
a
going to
real
be
matchup,
that's going to be two just pests going at it.
Yeah. I had Quainer going to Loman,
Yep.
just both two athletic guys. Perryman to Archie, and I had Josh Dacos going to Charlie Cameron.
I reckon Quainer to Cameron,
Yeah, can see that as
but
well.
I can
for
also
sure.
see Josh Dacos standing next to Charlie Cameron and saying, "Chase me if you
Yeah.
can." Yeah, so
Yeah, I think that's fair as well,
Yeah.
because he's going to break lines the other way.
yeah,
It is smart to make those guys defend
Yep.
as well. But yeah, it's going to be again like for Big O as the only other tall, literally just bring the ball to ground. Like
yeah.
Frampton is a guy who can, impact in the air, like intercept mark wise, but you've just got to say,
Yeah.
your one job is don't get outmarked.
Do you think they're going to do what they did in 2023 and put Frenton forward on Andrews?
That would be interesting, wouldn't
Because
it?
you always want a Norm Smith that way.
Yeah, 2 touches and nearly one of Norm Smith. I can see it happening for
Did
sure.
I wonder if he played last time. I don't know if he did. I can't remember him doing that, but
Yeah, it's a good question. The problem for the Pies, they don't really have
he didn't play when they versed last time.
Yeah, there you go.
But they don't have
when
anyone
they
else.
did it in 23, they had Nathan Murphy.
Oh yeah, he got
That's
knocked
right.
out. Oh, Jeremy
So-
Howe's back.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Jeremy Howe's back.
Howe's. They
do
could play
have a third
Frampton.
tall.
They could play
They
Frampton
could
forward.
do it, yeah. And Howe goes to McInerney, and Howe's got the athleticism to jump with McInerney's height as well. So
I actually think they'll do that.
that's entirely possible because Andrews was fantastic on
Unreal
the week. Not to
last
mention
week.
that, but he was brilliant.
Yeah,
So they probably will want to sort of quell his influence.
yeah.
It's a good point. I think they absolutely could do that.
I think Collingwood's backline tower over Brisbane's forward line, just pure simply because, like, Ty Gallop, Big O, like I just gave him praise, but
Yeah,
and
just
even Quaynor and Bruzzy Maynard and Perriman, they're good small defenders. Like they can pick
very
people
good.
up.
I think this is Collingwood's. This is where they hang their hat
Yeah,
on.
yeah. This is
Their forward line is a bit average as well, but their back line is brilliant.
they're here because they can defend. Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to give the nod to them here, but also just to just make that note that if Logan Morris can do what he did last time, then if he kicks 6, Brisbane have every chance.
The Collingwood defence is so reliant on pressure up the ground. Like they're so reliant
Yeah.
on the ball not coming through quick. Brisbane play that quick style.
Yep.
I think it's going to be. It's more so if they can slow. It's not like it's back 6 versus front 6, but it's can they slow the game down versus Brisbane wants speed. That will determine so much of it because
Yep.
Moore looked pretty shit against
Yeah.
against Morris because the ball was coming in that quick. Morris just had him on
it's
toes.
really hard to defend it regardless. So yeah, it's a good point. I think we'll both give the
Should we do?
nod to Collingwood there.
I think I know where we're going to go for our forwards versus backs in Collingwood. Do you want to do that and then go engine room last?
Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go to Collingwood's forward line. Mason Cox obviously playing again.
Yep.
Got named again. Membry. So I assume Harris Andrews will start on Mason Cox, or do you think he goes to Membry?
Well, Gardner on Membry.
I think Gardner goes to Membry.
Maya.
Membry's a bit slower.
Who else? Maya check.
My check, I think it's Starcevic. Does he
Who-
play tall?
Who does Leicester pick up though?
Well, I had Leicester going a small in Elliott, but those two are so interchangeable.
Oh, I actually like that. I
Leicester.
like Leicester, but Leicester. I think they are interchangeable. I think Starcevic will probably play on Elliott, but they can swap.
Absolutely, they can. Yeah, I think those two matchups can go either way. Leicester's going to want a body on, whereas Elliott can tend to fly.
Yep.
Mychek's obviously he's a bit sore. He was not a lock to play
Yeah.
during the week, so whether that sort of influences his jumping and marking ability
I think.
at all.
Yeah, and I think Andrews will try and pick up whoever the top, the highest forward is, and just let them run.
Yeah.
So if that's that could be a Schultz, that could be a Lipinski, that could be a McCreary maybe, and then try and leverage off himself. But like we said, they could end up throwing Frampton down there.
Yeah. In terms of the smalls, I went Wilmot to Lipinski because Lipinski plays so high up the ground.
Yeah.
Wilmot's going to get up the ground anyway when he's going the other way.
Yep.
Fletcher to Schultz. I would have gone Fletcher to McCreary because he's got the athleticism to go with him. But I just wanted Zorko on McCreary because he's got a bit of prick in him. I think they both do it. I think it'd be fun to watch them get. I reckon they'd spend more time on the ground grappling with each other than playing footy.
I think McCreary could go next to Zorko because he is a little bit of a more defensive.
Yeah.
You know, he's a pressure where Zorko doesn't pick anyone up.
Almost half job on him.
Yeah.
Going the other way.
I like what you had written there. I think Brisbane's backline get the better of them.
Agree. Yeah. I think they're set up. I think it's sort of a flip, reverse.
Both teams have a strong backline and both teams are hoping someone can kick 4.
So can you see this being 48 to 52? Like, it's low scoring affair.
No, I actually see it as in, I can see it like both teams are defending well, but it's still going to be 12 goals each. You know what I mean? I reckon it can still be 70 to 80.
Yeah.
But both teams will be, because it's going to ping pong. It'll be Moore and Andrews will probably both have 8 intercepts each.
Yeah. But which is why you would love to do a job on Harris Andrews and flip Frampton there. So I think that almost, if you do that, could be a pivotal sort of decision. But
I think a lot of the goals come from the midfield, which we'll probably move into now.
Yeah, let's touch on the midfield because this is where the main battle will be. McCluggage, Dunkley, Will Ashcroft, and Bailey has gone through there since Neil went down and been very good, by the way.
Yep.
Versus Dacos, Pendlebury, DeGoey, and Long. The first note I had was it feels like Collingwood's a little bit slow in there. Pendles, DeGoey, Long. DeGoey's an explosive player, but not a quick player. So it feels like they're a little bit slow compared to a McCluggage, Bailey, Will Ashcroft trio. So I want to give Brisbane the edge because of that, because finals footy is so frantic, so chaotic. We spoke about it in the last game with Nash, Warple and Newcomb being those slow inside mids, and I kind of feel in this one like Brisbane's speed on the ball might be a massive factor.
I agree with that. I like that Collingwood have been trying to throw some more high forwards, like Houston comes off the half back on the wing, but like a Schultz and Lipinski and stuff, they go in there for a big try.
McCreary as well.
But the fact that you can get your speed from your McCluggages and your Ashcrofts and your players like that who are already good inside mids, you're not trying to kind of force them in to be a good mid.
Yeah.
I agree with the speed thing being a massive impact, especially with what we said about can Brisbane get speed on the ball.
Yeah.
If they can, Collingwood's defence don't have time to get that wall set up.
That's right.
So it's hard to tip against Nick Dacos and the vets.
Yeah.
Collingwood don't really run a tagger, do they?
Well, they don't, I had that point as well. Was like, does anyone get a job? But I just don't think there is. They don't tend to. If you were, it's probably like a Lipinski maybe or someone like that. Just goes and spends some time next to a Will Ashcroft.
Does Berry go stand next to Dacos?
I could see that happening for sure. Berry,
they've tried it before, and it hasn't. I mean, that doesn't. They used to do do you remember they tried the committee? So whoever Nick Dacos was standing next to would run the other way, and Nick had 30 and kick 3, and it just didn't work.
Yeah. As well, I credit to Xavier Ellis on Hardball Gets today. I heard point this out, but Nick Dacos has never had 30 in a final.
Really?
Apparently, that's what he said. I haven't fact checked it, but I assume he did. Which was just very interesting.
Yeah.
But this game could well do it.
Could well do it. Yeah. Who are you giving the midfield edge to? Ruck edge. Have you got anything?
The ruck edge. So Darcy Cameron's obviously a much better player than Darcy Fort. I almost wonder if Fort does a pseudo tag himself on Cameron and just goes, well, look, he's, we're both good tap ruckmen, but he's probably got me around the ground.
Yeah.
So can I just get to him at every, aerial contest and just almost do a pseudo tag and take him out of the game?
Possibly, yeah. Especially because they've got the 2 rucks, so they could.
Yeah. You'd sort of tag team and try it.
Yeah.
Try and go with him the whole game. And curb his influence. Look, I'm going to give the edge to Brisbane's midfield just because of that speed on the ball point. I think Collingwood, even though they've had the week off, they're a bit rested. Those guys like Pendlebury and DeGoey and Long just don't quite have the pace to go with a McCluggage, a Bailey, or Will Ashcroft. So I'm going to give the nod to Brisbane.
So I agree.
And so overall, tip. Look, I just think like you said, if Brisbane do get that speed on the ball, that's how they win games going forward. My head tells me Collingwood is a safer pick, but I'm going to go Brisbane here. I'm going to say Brisbane get the upset.
Yeah, I'm going to go Brisbane too.
I like it.
Because they are a backs against the wall team. Like,
You know what? I actually had written Collingwood, but what we spoke about has convinced me.
yeah, oh wow, I've twisted your arm.
Yeah, I flipped it based on today.
Yeah, and again, we just keep, like, it's one of those cases that's like, you can write off Collingwood because of this, this and this, but they're Collingwood. So if they win, I'm not going to sit here and
no
go,
shock
I missed
at all.
that.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No,
No, but I'm tipping Brisbane. So we're tipping a Geelong-Brisbane grand final.
We are, which if it was like the game they played last year in the prelim,
Yeah,
would
unreal.
be unreal.
Yeah.
And speaking of, we have
Top
obviously had a
prelim.
theme over the last couple of weeks of picking our best, or our favourite finals. This week is prelim theme.
Yep.
And so we'll go 3, 2, 1. Do you want to start with your 3? Or do you want me to go?
I'll start with my 3. I'm only going to touch on this game very briefly because it relates to what I've got for you later on. But 2015 Eagles versus North Melbourne. I thought we were going to win the flag at that point. North were in front.
Yeah.
Eagles came back and won. I remember exactly where I was watching it. I was with my old man, and yeah, that's about as far as I'm going to go with that. So that was my number 3.
I was on a sports camp, and we finished for the day. This was down in Eton or something. We finished for the day, and wherever we were at the final sport of that day, they had it on the big screen there, and we were having dinner, and I was watching the first, to whatever point essentially where we were up. And Boomer kicked that goal that got touched, it brought back. Just before it got brought back, we left.
Oh,
So I've seen it go through, and I'm like, we're in a grand final. We're going through.
Yeah.
I've gotten back to wherever we were staying and turned it on, and Josh Kennedy's kicking a goal, and I went, oh shit. And I don't think we kicked another one. It just went all West Coast from there, and I was so upset.
Yeah.
I remember being really mad at the umpiring in this game, and I've got a distinct memory of, I think it's Ben Jacobs. He goes to have a shot on goal, feigns, Luke Shuey comes across and cuts his legs out from under him.
Yeah.
He falls, and Dean Margetts goes, hold on the ball. And I'm still
The
not
West
over it.
Australian Dean Margetts.
Yeah. I still think
Not over it.
we would have put up a better fight in that 2015 grand final.
No, I don't think anyone would have. That team is too good.
Nah, Hawthorn was always winning that year, weren't they? No, it's a good pick, and I hate you for it.
I gotta have one.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you, but you don't. But
all my prelim memories are not fun.
you gotta have one homer pick in there, and that's what I have.
Yeah,
so,
it's more than fair. My 3, I'm going back 2 years earlier than that. This is the start of the three-peat. You obviously have the end there with Hawthorn, but the start of the three-peat, 2013 Geelong Hawthorn prelim, one of the best games of all time, I think.
Yeah.
This is, we spoke about earlier, the Kennett curse. This is the end of the Kennett curse, where, you know, for those that aren't aware, Geelong, or Jeff Kennett, Hawthorn's president at the time, came out and said that Geelong don't have the quality of some of our players, and they don't have the psychological drive that we have. We beat Geelong when it matters, and Geelong proceeded to then beat them 11 straight times, 9 of which were by 10 points or less. It was this absurd period where they played on Easter Monday thrillers, like it was unreal.
Yeah.
Paul Chapman came out that week and said publicly that the playing group have a pact that we never lose to Hawthorn. They of course went on to lose to Hawthorn that week. He missed the game with suspension and was probably traded to Essendon at the end of the year. I thought that was funny. Sam Mitchell had 38 and 11 clearances. He was outrageous. Stevie J had 32 and 4 for Geelong. Gunston kicked 4, Burgoyne kicked 3. Josh Caddy's goal 8 minutes into the last quarter put the Cats up by 19, and it sort of looked like the Kennett curse was still alive. It's still going to happen. And then Hawthorn kicked the last 3 goals of the game, took the lead by Sean Burgoyne with 5.5 to go, and then Trav Varco had a shot with 25 seconds to go directly in front and missed. And Hawthorn ended the Kennett curse, and of course then went on to win the next three flags. So it was this whole storyline leading up to this moment. It was an unbelievable game. And, you know, the players and the umpires couldn't hear the siren. Sirioli took a mark, the siren went, and then he played on because he didn't hear the siren. He kicked it. It was 85,500 at the G. It was unreal. So that was my number 3.
Nice. That's actually, as you were saying it, there was memories coming back of that game. My number 2 would be 2016 Western Bulldogs versus GWS.
Oh, spot on.
How good was that game?
My number 2.
I just remember Bontempelli steaming in to the 50 and he just buried it.
Unreal.
That game was unreal. Who was the guy? Someone kicked 4?
Clay Smith.
Clay Smith.
In the first half.
Kicked
4 in
4.
the first half.
Yeah, and I haven't heard of him since.
No, he didn't. It was unreal. He had 26.
Yeah.
26 from 4.
That game was...
Tory Dixon kicked 4.
Tory Dixon kicked 4.
Very
Yeah, I
good.
remember him jumping and someone like hugging him and like
Yeah.
his kind of rolls stuck out. I thought that's a good man. I don't know why I remember that so much. But
Yeah. It was
just at GWS with like the back left part of the screen of like the grandstand wasn't like fully built.
Yeah.
It was just an unreal game because both teams. You wanted both teams to
We
win.
did, yeah. There were
wanted-
2 really good stories. The
Yeah.
Dogs obviously finished 7th and they were on that Cinderella run. Bob Murphy had done the ACL.
Yeah.
GWS, this was their first final series? Second
Yeah.
final series. But they were going so far that it looked like they were going to be in their first grand final. Like it was...
Oh no, it was their first. It was their first. Sorry, it was their first.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So it was 2 awesome stories.
And Tom Boyd revenge game.
Tom Boyd
yeah,
revenge
just
game.
and it was just so much about it. And
It
you
was
think,
Tom Boyd versus Ryan Griffin.
Yeah.
Flipped sides.
Yep.
I reckon they were booing each other. The
Yeah.
fans, like,
yeah, there was
it
something.
felt like there was like 90,000 there.
Yeah,
Well,
it did,
where was
didn't
it?
it?
It was GWS's home ground.
Yeah,
wasn't
whatever it was called back then.
Sydney Showground or something.
Yeah,
But it felt like, there was 90,000 there.
yeah, unreal game of footy. And like, if you just think about that moment in time, it was like whoever won the game was going to have all the backing for the following week.
Yeah.
That game forever sticks. I watched it that many times.
Yeah.
26 and 4 is crazy. Luke Dowerhouse,
Crazy.
32 touches.
Darhouse was fantastic. Yeah, it felt like it was almost Bont's coming out party. Like
Yeah.
that was his breakout game. It was, yeah.
Rory-
Remember Jordan Roughead was knocked out by the footy in this game? Got
Yes, he
kicked
was.
into his head and he got
Yeah.
knocked out. And then like 2 minutes later, Cal Ward gets knocked out by Zane Cordy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, going through this GWS team, there are some names in here that I'm not going to go through them all.
Yeah,
but,
there's some
like
great-
there is some like Tom Scully, Dill Shield was playing, Reece Palmer,
Dill Shield
Phil
was very good,
Davis,
though.
Adam Tomlinson,
Yeah, Devon Smith.
Devon Smith,
Joel Patfull was playing for GWS.
Zach Williams.
There was a goal to end the third quarter by the Dogs, and I wrote down the passage because it's just so unbelievable, and it sums up like the way the Dogs played footy that year.
Yeah.
So Tom Boyd gives a hospital handle
Is
to
this?
Lockie
That's the
Hunter.
player of the game. Is
Yeah,
that,
BT's going off his nuts.
Yeah.
Boyd gives this hospital handle to Hunter, immediately tackled, gets a handball out to Dunkley, immediately tackled, gets a handball to Bont. He falls over, spills the footy. Tory Dixon gives a hard handball on Devon Smith and it spills out to Liver. Handball to Stringer, he does a little tap over the top to Dalhouse running
I'm
past.
seeing it.
He's running inside 50. Somehow fucking Joel Patfull runs him down. And he
Doesn't he like
just gets the
slip and like your handle
he
handball?
just gets that little handle away. Ryan Griffin and Clay Smith come in and just kill each other. Like massive contest. Both hit bodies. It spills to Daniel. He kicks the goal, and like you said, BT's going.
He's gone crazy. I don't remember exactly what because player of the game is.
I think you're right. He was
No,
like-
that's Dustin Martin.
Oh yeah,
That's
right,
Dustin
actually,
Martin.
you're right.
But
He
he was
saying
going
something
off
like
his
that,
head.
yeah.
He was probably screaming down.
It was an unreal game, and it really did just sum up the Dogs that year. They were just all heart, everything. Jacob Hopper played in this game at the same time as Joel Patfull. That was the point I was going to make. As if Jacob Hopper and Joel Patfull
Careers
played in the
crossed
same
over.
game. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Cogs was very good. The biggest lead in this game was 14 points.
That's
the
why it
whole
was
game.
such a good game. Yeah.
It was never not close.
Yeah.
And then I just went back and so Bont was 20, Boyd was 21, Cordy was 19, Daniel was 20, Dunkley was 19, Hunter was 21, McLean was 20. These guys were so young.
Dunkley's
I
first
forget.
year that year.
Yeah, first year. Zane Cordy's first year. Like they were so young. I forget how.
And they did it through the draft.
They did. Yeah, they drafted all these guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of rookie picks in there, and Cat B's up top.
Yeah.
Like Matt Boyd and Dale Morris and things like that.
Yep. Easton Wood.
Easton Wood. Yeah. Unreal game.
Unreal game. Do you want to give your number one?
My number one. So I had two, and one of them's a homer pick, and it's 2018.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I've watched that 1,000 times, and it wasn't a good game of footy for anyone else. It was a blowout, but we knew we were in the grand final at half time.
You would have just enjoyed it.
Yeah, you just sit back and just be so grateful that it was there.
Yeah.
I won't say that one because I'll leave it for you. But 2019 GWS versus Collingwood.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this game, but it was like a rainy,
Goes
cold,
right down to the wire.
rainy, cold night. Like Collingwood Collingwood should have been there. Like they were the best team all year. GWS like snuck in, didn't look that good. I think they had Toby Green out and Cornelio out, both injured or suspended. I think Toby Green was suspended.
Yeah,
because I remember them being on the bench in their suits, and GWS in the third. It was like 20-20 at halftime. It was such a shit game of footy. And halfway through the third quarter, GWS went bang, 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 kicked 4 in about 2 minutes. And then it swung back the other way in the last quarter. And Collingwood had about 85 inside 50s. And it kept knocking.
Yeah.
I just remember the ball being on that forward flank. And like GWS I reckon they knocked it out about 8 times to the one spot. That band jump I threw it in 100 times.
Yeah, that's right.
And the siren went and GWS erupted. First time making the grand final.
Yeah.
And it was like, they shouldn't have been there. It didn't feel like a prelim in the moment, but it was unreal. I remember exactly where I was when I watched that, and I was so happy because Collingwood lost to us the previous year. I hated Collingwood. We were knocked out the previous week by Geelong.
Yes, that's
and everyone was saying it's either Richmond or Collingwood going to win the grand final, and I just didn't want Collingwood to do it. So
you wanted
GWS to win, just especially to win one before Freo, and I thought that they'd done it, and then clearly the following week it didn't happen. But that just a bit of a rogue one for my number one.
I remember it being a fantastic game.
It was like GWS won it. Oh shit, Collingwood are going to win it because it was just all of that. So.
It had everything. My last one was last year, Geelong-Brisbane. We spoke about, I sort of alluded to it earlier, but it just one of the best games I can remember in recent memory at least. Ollie Henry kicked 4, Archie kicked 3, Neil, Zorko were outrageous. Remember Brian Myers in this game has that soccer from the boundary into the goal square and Henry volleys it back in. It was crazy, and then a couple of minutes later Myers kicks a ridiculous goal from the boundary and Geelong get out by 25. And then Brisbane come all the way back. Lohman and Rayner take massive hangs. Rayner, with 3 minutes left, takes this huge hang. It was back and forth. Henry kicks a goal to take the lead with just under 3 minutes to go. Archie takes back the lead. Rayner goals with 1:45 left from 55. Big foot from almost inside the goal square. And then Mitch Duncan's running into an open goal and Jack Payne runs him down.
That's right.
To save the game. And then 45 seconds left. Reece Stanley gets a free kick, top of the goal square.
And he was hurt as well.
And he was a massive corker. He couldn't really walk. And goes back and hits the post. Brisbane obviously made it and then won the flag. And it was an outrageously good game.
That was
and crowd was massive.
Who's the Irishman?
O'Connor.
No, for Brisbane.
Oh, Connor McKenna.
That little pokey pass.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was just, it had everything. It had everything.
It really did.
So backwards and forwards. And the screamers were like, the Rayner screamer was like coming of age moment.
I remember Luke Darcy, I think he was commentating it, and he's just,
Rayner! Yeah, that's it!
He couldn't say anything else. It was just screaming his name. It was just that kind of moment where it was just like unbelievable. So, outrageously good games, and I get the feeling we might be able to add
one of them will jump to those lists. Yeah. All right, should we quickly breeze through who we are? Because I don't want to talk too much about this.
No, we just say who we've got.
This is shocking. Should we do goal of the year, mark of the year first, and then build up to the...
Let's go bottom up. So, goal of the year prediction?
The Flanders.
Yeah, Flanders for mine as well.
Because it's just different. Like,
it's
outside
different.
of the boot.
It's very cool.
Yeah,
it's an outrageous goal. I agree. Mark of the year?
I went Zach Bench, like because it's better than Darcy's.
Yeah.
I think they put Darcy's in because of the moment. If they were up by 6 points with 30 seconds to go.
But the reason I've got a problem with that is because Naz's mark in the comeback against Melbourne.
Yeah,
that's a moment mark, but it's so much better. It's a way better moment mark.
And then Buku Karmas's one, it was like,
he's barely got a knee on him.
Mark of the game, I'll give you.
It's not his best mark, maybe.
Oh my, that was...
the choices this year were not.
I'm devastated. I want Zach Bench to win it because that was a courageous mark.
It was.
And let North Melbourne win something. So.
Let North win something, he might.
And in 20 years when I do a Sporrical, we'll be like, who the fuck won the 2025? Zach Bench.
And you go, who was that?
That's right.
8 games.
The 3-time Brownlow medalist.
I just think there were so many way better marks to pick from. Naz, I would have had that as mark of the year personally. I remember Fletcher had one big hanger and he took it with one hand in mid-air. Toby Green had that game winner against the Saints late in the year. There were just better choices, but Zach Badge for mine as well. Rising star,
Murphy Reid,
and Brownlow.
I did Dawson.
Okay. Yeah.
I was actually waiting in the car for you when you
Just doing these.
so I did my top 10.
Oh wow. Okay.
Dawson, Dacos, Anderson, Rao,
I thought about Anderson. Yeah.
Naz for top 5. Come home strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bailey Smith, Harry Sheasel, Ed Richards,
She's
Connor Rosie, Lockie Neal.
Richards
top 10.
being in there.
Top 10. That's my top 10.
Yeah, I like it.
So I want to see how close I am. We didn't have to do that. I just had more time in the car.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's more than fair. I think Dacos, Anderson, Smith, and Dawson are my 4 guys that can win it. I think Smith missed too many games throughout the year, and Anderson would be my smoky, but
mine's more of a hater pick. I just don't want Dacos to win.
I don't either.
That's why I didn't put him to win. Like, he's got to win it, but I don't want him to.
Yeah, because he feels like the obvious pick. I like an underdog.
Yeah,
he's not an underdog by any means. So.
Dawson is the proper Port Adelaide 2020 Olive Wines. The team that's jumped out of nowhere.
A Wines or a Pritis, that kind of winner.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe, I don't know, who would be a really out there, like...
I was trying to think of that, like...
Sarong.
I was trying to think of like a Rod... Sydney Swans always have someone up there, but they won't win it. But like...
Yeah.
And I was trying to go through, I couldn't think of anyone, but there's Brayshaw came third one year, so anyone can win it, right?
Literally anyone can win it. So, yeah. All right, we're going to finish on, you got a game.
Tom Green, maybe? Just like...
That's not a bad shout.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he just...
Tom Green could.
You just keep getting 2s and 1s, and you're like, wow, exactly.
There's not really anyone stealing votes.
He's got a chance, yeah.
I can see it happening.
Alrighty, so,
Or McCluggage, just quietly.
Yeah, McCluggage, yeah. I went Neil out of those 2, because only because...
Neil just polls, doesn't he?
He polls, they just love him. They always give him votes, so...
I agree.
It's hard for him to not go well.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so we're going to fly through this, and this one's, it's all on you. So
yeah, that's a bit of pressure.
2015, we touched on it before, West Coast versus Kangaroos.
Uh-huh.
I was going to do a different year, but I think this year is, it's the furthest North Melbourne have been in the most recent years. I want you to try and name as many people in that starting 22 on both sides.
Both sides?
Yeah, so if you want to target North Melbourne first.
I can go North first.
Yeah.
So I'll go like line by line.
Yep.
So I'll start in the back line. Robbie Tarrant.
Yep.
Scott Thompson.
Yep.
Sam Wright.
Yes. He's listed on the wing. I'm just going off the 22.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
yeah.
Did Nathan Grimer play that day?
No Grimer.
No Grimer. McMillan.
Yes.
Atlee.
Yes.
Who would our 6th defender have been? I'll come back to that. We'll go to the midfield. Swallow.
Yep.
Harvey.
Yep.
Levi Greenwood.
No Greenwood. Which surprised me.
Ben Jacobs. Mentioned him before.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just...
No, that's fine.
I'll give you some time to think because I just need to back out a list.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So...
I'm trying to think of who that 6th defender would have been.
So you're actually missing 2 defenders because McMillan and Wright were both listed
on wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a one I'm surprised you haven't said yet.
Ozebel.
He was
playing as a swingman at the time.
He's listed in the gut.
I'll flick Cunnington off while I'm in the midfield as well.
Yep.
I had Goldstein.
Yep.
2 defenders.
I'm pretty sure you haven't said this one because for me he's mid 2000s. North Melbourne.
Daniel Wells.
Mid 2010. Sorry. No.
All right, I'll go to the forward line and then I'll come back. So forward line we obviously had Petrie.
Yep.
Ben Brown. Did Ben Brown play that?
Listed on the bench. Yep.
Lindsay Thomas.
Sub.
Was he really?
He was the sub that week.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Did we have Sean Higgins yet?
Yep.
We might have had Jared Waite then as well.
Yep.
By that point. Yeah, okay, Jared Waite. Kieran Harper?
No.
Kane Turner?
Yes.
Kane Turner.
You're missing 4.
Taylor Garner?
Yes.
Oh, come on, I've got to get
There's 3 names.
to go.
And there's 3 names. 2 of them are big.
Are they really? Jasper Pittard?
No. They're big. Okay, so one of them's listed as a forward, but he's a midfielder. The other 2 are the defenders. One of them is, if you asked me to list, he would have been probably the 3rd name off the list for me.
Really? Fuck, okay. North.
Fullback. I'm pretty sure this other dude is a half. Well, he's listed on the half-back flank.
Who the fuck am I forgetting? Scott Thompson, Robbie Tarrant. Who else was down there?
third, like another key. And then the other dude, you haven't said yet, is prime this era midfield.
Prime
Top 10 of the Brownlow almost every year. Pretty sure he came top 5 one year.
How am I not?
Don't know if it was for this club though.
Oh, not for that club. So he came from somewhere else.
Or he went somewhere else.
Is this like back end of his career?
No, this is probably, I'd say this is probably the prime of his career.
Really?
He went to another club, and I don't know if he was better at the other club. He probably was.
I don't think I've got it. Let me go to West Coast. Don't tell me. Yeah, I'll go to West
Hold on,
Coast.
let me just make sure I'm getting my timelines correct. No, sorry, this was the end of this guy's career. He was a gun at another club.
Gun at another club. So we recruited him.
Yeah.
In the back end of his career.
Sorry, yeah, I got my years completely mixed up.
That's all right.
But yeah, and he was top 10 in the Brownlow for a few times. All Australian team 3 times as well.
What the?
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to go to the West Coast.
I might need to go to West Coast quickly.
Yep.
All right, so let's go. I'll go back line again. So Eric McKenzie.
No, injured.
Did he
Schofield? Yes.
Wellingham.
Road to get, yeah.
Did Mitch Brown play this day?
No.
Okay.
Injured as well.
Gov.
Yes.
Hearn.
Yep.
Who was coming off half back for them? I will go to the midfield. So Chewy.
Sorry, yes.
Nat Nui.
Yep.
Gaff.
Yep.
2015. Xavier Ellis was
How did you get that? Do you know, I went through this list, there's 2 names, him and another one was like, I would not have remembered that.
That's so rogue, but he was there. Who else was in that West Coast? Oh, Brad Shepherd.
Yep, that's one. You got one defender left now.
One defender left. Who would that be?
He's not a defender, in my opinion. Well, he
Is it a rogue name or a...
No. This guy's a 2-time All-Australian.
Oh, wow, okay.
But he's not a defender. You probably wouldn't... Actually, in these days, he was a defender, but he's known as not a defender.
I'm going to have to come back to
Yep.
that, I reckon. Let's go forward. So we'll have Kennedy Darling.
Yep.
Lecker.
Yep.
We will have... Who were their other smalls? Was Willie there yet?
No.
Not that one. Ryan wouldn't have been either.
No.
Before those guys, who was playing small forward for West Coast?
One guy's still on the list.
Oh, Cripper.
Yep.
Yep, Cripper would have been there. Priddis.
Yep.
Vardy?
No.
Who was before Vardy? Did they have a second ruck?
They did have a second ruck.
Oh, it was Cal Sinclair?
Cal Sinclair.
Bang, let's go. How many have we got left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for
that's
Eagles,
awesome.
and 3 for... So you've got a defender, 2 mids. Well, you got a defender, 2 wings, I'll give you that. Half forward, a forward pocket, a bench, and the sub.
Alright, I've got to keep thinking here.
The sub I would have forgotten about, but I reckon you'll get him because you're into list managers and things like that.
Okay.
So that's a little
Alright.
hint for you.
2015.
One of these players, 2 of these players were on the list this year.
Wow, okay. Sheed.
Yep.
And was Barras there at the time?
No.
No.
The defender you're thinking of is not a key back. He's a midfielder.
Midfielder who was playing off half back.
Came from another club.
Was Venables there by the way?
No.
No, came from another club.
But you're on the right thought path of that type of era for the wingers.
Yeah, that's...
There's 3 of them played in the 2018 grand final. One of them played in the 2006 grand final.
One played in the 2006.
Yeah, he was the last one left.
Who was that?
It's a name that you probably won't get, but
Really?
let me just double
Don't
check.
tell me Mark Seavey was still there.
No.
2006. I'm still playing.
Let me just double. I'm almost 100% sure it was.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'll double check for you. Yes, he did.
Wow, okay.
You've got one more active player on the list.
Oh, Yo.
Yeah, that's it. That's the half-backer.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Two-time All-Australian.
That 06 one's going to rattle me.
Yeah. So you got 3 North Melbourne. You've got 6. No, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 West Coast.
And you reckon you reckon 2 of the North players are like embarrassing and I'm not getting them?
Well, sorry. One of the North players, I would get 100%. That's the key back. The other guy was the one that's the 3-time All-Australian.
Yeah, that's crazy that I'm not.
And the fact that I always think of him in this coloured shirt, but I don't know why.
In North?
Yeah, but he only spent three seasons there. He retired the following year.
Can I get the club he came from?
That'll give it away so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
He went into coaching. I'll tell you this: the club that he used to play for, he went into coaching.
Lee Adams?
No, he coached. He coached in that club years later. So the club that he started at. This is the All Australian.
Okay.
The other guy that you haven't even mentioned yet.
Yeah.
I have no idea who he is.
Is he a forward?
He's listed as a half-backer.
Okay.
Let me just search him up.
Joel Garner?
No. I'm pretty sure I crossed him off the list because I thought you guessed him already.
Oh, really?
But if you haven't, then you just guessed him. So well done.
Oh, Joel Garner, was it?
Yeah.
I don't reckon I'd said Taylor Garner.
Oh, I just saw Garner.
Oh,
one of the
it
Garners
was
were there.
Probably Taylor, I reckon.
This
Mason Wood.
No. This other dude who I've never heard of played 151 games for you. He was listed as a centre half back.
Yeah, right. This is
retired in 2017.
This is really annoying. I'm trying to think back at that era. Pittard, McMillan, Atley.
Taylor Gardner played. So you
yeah, I thought that. You said it wasn't Kieran Harper.
I'll give you. Do you want me to give you the jersey numbers?
Yeah,
that'd
be
help.
handy actually.
So one of them's number 11.
Oh, Michael Farida.
That's the one that's
Del Santo.
Del Santo. There you go.
Okay, that's the two.
That's the two. So
yeah,
you've got one North Melbourne left who wore. Where is he gone? Number 6.
Oh, Lockie Hansen.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's North Melbourne done.
That's North done. All right.
You've got one. You've got 5 West Coast to go.
Come on. Can I get jersey numbers for the West Coast?
So
I don't know how much that'll help me, but
so the sub wore number 24. Forward pocket wore 33. No, 33's.
Oh, 33 is Josh Hill.
There you go. That's the forward pocket.
Maybe this will help.
06 player, 26. The 2 wingers, 7 and 34.
30.
The guy, one of the wingers we've spoken about because Simo was talking about it.
Maston is 7.
Maston's
that's the wing. Yeah, okay.
You got one wing listed as a half forward, and the sub. And the half forward played in 06. He wore number 20.
26, you said.
26, yep.
Who the hell?
Do you want me to just tell you something? When I typed in this guy's name to check if he played in 06, another AFL footballer came up who we've spoken about literally today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they got the same name.
They got the same name. And I had to type in West Coast. We've spoken about him today for a bit.
Oh, man. Okay.
Don't know if they're related.
That's rattled me.
The sub works for Essendon.
Matt Rosa.
There you go.
Yes.
The winger that you're forgetting was a tagger. 2018 did a job on a certain Collingwood player. And then the 06 guy, same name as a person that we've spoken about today.
God, that's rattling me. Same name as someone we spoke about.
You spoke about him quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
In which segment?
I think it was the review.
Right, okay. The review. God.
His last name is a profession of like what a rich person would have.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure that he's a character in Batman.
So many hints and I feel like I should have it, but I don't have it.
His first name has 3 letters.
Tom?
No.
Is it Jai?
No.
Is it?
As soon as you say the first name, you're going to get it. And by the way, the tagger on the wing was at another club but never got a game there. Got delisted, came over here.
And he did a job on 2018 grand final. Right?
Yeah. And like on a pretty important...
Jackson Nelson?
No. Pretty important player for them. And the guy he tagged is still playing for the Collingwood now.
Can I get the player he tagged?
Side bottom.
He would have still been midfielder in 2018 sidey. Oh, this is annoying. So I've only got 2 left. That's it.
Yeah. By the way, the dude that you're thinking about, number 34, the wing at the tag side bottom. Anytime I'm doing like this era of West Coast, I always forget him. So don't feel bad about it.
Yeah. Okay.
First name has 4 letters. The guy that we spoke about is from Hawthorn. So who did you speak about from Hawthorn today?
Who did I speak about from Hawthorn? I spoke about, and this is the same name.
Same name.
Mitch Lewis?
No.
I just threw it out.
Because he's had a remarkable comeback.
Oh, Sam Butler.
Sam Butler, there you go, 06 player.
Yeah, that's bad of me not to get Sammy Butler.
The winger, West Perth player, played on the wing. First name, Mark.
Oh, Hutchings.
Mark Hutchings. There you go.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can see the 34 now.
Yeah, there you go, that's it.
Wow. I reckon I did pretty well there.
The fact that you got down to 3 North Melbournes without me giving you any help.
No help, yeah.
And then you got down to 7 West Coast, I think it was, without me giving you any help either.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, the couple of the North Melbourne players, I don't know if I crossed out and you didn't say them because you were flying through them. But looking back, you said everyone here. Like you said.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with Taylor Garner.
Mate, the fact that you went like, you're like, I'm going to start the half back, and then you went like Sam Wright and Jamie McMillan.
It was just my favourite North era, so I knew
that's why I knew you were going to do it. Yeah.
It's a good game, and I'm glad I did well there because I was like, I'd be embarrassed if I didn't get the North.
No, and then you got the West Coast was hard because some of the players, like I said, Rosa, Butler, Hutchings.
Yeah,
Josh
those guys
Hill.
that were holding on from a while back, and I wasn't thinking that way.
Like I wouldn't have guessed Cal Sinclair first. I would have said Scott Lysett.
I forgot about Scotty Lysett. Yeah.
So no, you did really well, mate.
That's a good game. I might have to bring one of those.
If you bring anything
Back
West Coast, I might nail it because
I fear you might do really well.
I reckon even back to like 06 flags, I reckon I could name the 22.
Yeah,
I'd be pretty close to going.
I'll bring something. I reckon.
Yeah,
I'll bring something, and we'll do a collective one for Barbs whenever he's back.
Yeah, we'll do one of those 2013, 14, 15.
Yeah. Good call. Well, that's a great game and a good way to finish.
That's it.
I reckon we've just hit just over an hour and a half, so pretty good timing. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We're sorry that Barbs is away, but he's on work business for us. He's gonna have the best report back from the game you've ever heard. Hopefully
is he a drinker? Is he a big drinker? I don't think he is because he's either going to be pissed because he's so happy or pissed because they're down by 20.
Yeah, correct. He's either
20
drinking
goals.
his sorrows away or he's.
But I don't think he's a big
happy
drinker
drinking.
off the top of my head.
I've
Didn't
got
see
a
it for
feeling
Lucky
you're
Day.
right.
So
we'll see how he goes on Silly Saturday. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. That was episode 6 of Kickouts and Kick-Ons. Don't forget to follow the socials. So Twitter, Instagram. We do have a TikTok now as well. They are all Kickouts and Kick-Ons podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week for episode 7.
Grand final week.
Waffle Grand Final week, and we'll see you for AFL Grand Final.
Yeah, next week.
Enjoy.